Welcome from Morocco. I'm back here at Camp Koutban in the Gaga, where I was exactly 1 year ago. And yeah, I'm so glad to be back. It's like coming home again. And yeah, this time I brought 3 other photographers to my first photo tour here in Morocco. So we started 2 days ago in Marrakech, taking some street photos there. Then we went to the Hara Oasis, like I did last year, trying to photograph some mountains. But yeah, back then we didn't have any clouds, so it's always a bit tricky with a clear sky. But now, finally here in the desert, you see behind me, not only sand, but also clouds. So really hope that those clouds will stick around for sunset this evening, because we're gonna head to the big dune where I was last year. So if you watch my vlogs from back then, you know there are views in every direction. It's gonna be fantastic if the clouds stay there. Then we're gonna get some beautiful sky also. Otherwise it's just long lens photography again. And yeah, I can't wait to show the group the views up there. It's just a small group, so we are 4 people in total, so me and then 3 other photographers. And I don't film that much this time, but gonna share some behind the scenes as I did for the first 2 days. I think in the intro I had some montage, and yeah, now it's time to explore the dunes. So let's go. So a little update here from the photo tour. We now left the desert, so we stayed 2 days there at the camp photographing the dunes around it. And now, yeah, we came 2 hours west to this beautiful rock formations which you see behind me. The last time I was in Morocco, we were just driving past here around noon and already looked nice, but I thought we have to come here for sunset, sunrise, and yeah, that's what we've done now. So our camp is down there, the background maybe 500 meters. So wild camping here, and we now set up down here in this dry riverbed, took some photos of those formations around sunset. But as you can see behind me, there's not one cloud in the sky, which is quite typical for Morocco. So what we're gonna do is, we took some photos now in the shade with very even light for the foreground, and later we'll leave our tripods, go back to camp, grab something to eat, and then maybe in 2 or 3 hours we come back here when it's pitch black and we'll take the photos of the stars. So this is going to be some time blending. So we use the foreground, the clean foreground which we photographed now, do focus stacking, everything, have high quality there. Later just take photos for the stars and combine it for hopefully a beautiful photo. And yeah, that's always what you can do if you have clear skies at a place like this where it's very dark. We have a new moon, so very dark really. It's thousands of stars or millions of stars, so just take photos of the stars, use some foreground from the blue hour and combine it. And yeah, hopefully I show you a photo now. So again, change of scenery. We now left the desert and the mountains, which I showed you yesterday. We're back in civilization, and yeah, what you see behind me, that's a kasbah. I'm not sure how it's called, but we're actually staying right behind it. So very close to our subject for this evening, which is great. So always staying close to what you want to photograph. This enables us to get around, do scouting, which I'm doing now. The others are still in the hotel, but I'm making sure we find some good spot for this evening. Didn't even have time to shave, but yeah, I think it's worth it. Using the time now to find the perfect spot for tonight. And yeah, from here it's already quite good. Could even get a shot without any sky, because as you see, we won't have any clouds. So I'm looking for photo spots where we can zoom in on the subject and maybe exclude the sky. So this is already quite good, but I'd like to check out this side and see if I can get a photo from there. And also, yeah, I want to check if it's safe getting over there, if there's no scrambling involved, just to make sure everybody can make it there. And yeah, I think this is gonna be good. Even if we just take a photo from here, this looks nice. And yeah, it's always nice to discover such beautiful places. I haven't photographed this yet. Also, there are not too many photos of this. Most photos are taken down the road, maybe 10 kilometers in Ait Ben Haddou, which we're gonna photograph tomorrow morning also to get the typical shot. But here it's more like exploring, getting our own perspective of a beautiful kasbah. So let's go exploring. So there were a few dead ends along the way here, but I finally found a way up to the canyon, and it looks like it's actually a very good spot. I will show you in a minute when I get there. And it also proves again that when you arrive at a location, make sure to always search a bit away from the typical spots. For example, over there, there's a parking lot, so many people could take a photo from there. But here, this is a little tricky to get to, and that's also why I do the scouting during daytime. When there's enough light, I can make sure that the way is safe, as I said. And yeah, I think it's gonna look nice in the evening when the sun goes down there. We have beautiful side light here. We can zoom in, even exclude any sky. So now I have two options, and yeah, the others for the participants, they can then decide where they want to take a photo, if they like the view from there or if they want to come here. And I'm gonna grab some photos with a cell phone now just to show them. So that's always good, make some photos. Normally I bring even my camera to do a real photo already during day, but it's just too hot. I just wanted to get here quickly. So I take a few scouting shots with a cell phone now, then later we'll compare and decide where to go. But look at this, it's very nice. If you zoom in there, the back, the brighter structure there to the left, that's actually our hotel. So not the worst place to stay at, right? Okay, so see you maybe the next stop, which will be Essaouira. Now I focus on getting the others here for sunset and on taking some photos. So as you can see behind me, we're now at the coast here in Essaouira, on top of our beautiful riad, which is called Riad Kafila. So really nice with the views. We arrived yesterday and went directly to the city wall, took some photos of the skyline, had a beautiful sky. And yeah, I didn't vlog much because focus was on photos, on the photo tour. Yeah, today, sadly, last day here. And again, typical Moroccan weather, not one cloud in the sky. So I guess We'll today head into the streets and see if we can find some street photos, and then later I'll have a final dinner. And yeah, also that's it with the video, I think. I hope you liked it also. It was a bit all over the place. Didn't film as much as I'd like, but focus was really on the tour. And yeah, I showed you a few photos, and also big thanks to the participants. You were a great group, and yeah, hopefully see you soon on some other shoots, and bye bye.